Have you ever wondered why, despite taking your medications religiously, following your doctor's orders to the letter, and doing everything you're supposed to do for your health, you still wake up every morning feeling like your body is betraying you? Why do your joints ache like an old wooden ship creaking in a storm? Why does that persistent stiffness in your knees make you hesitate before getting up from your favorite chair? Why do your fingers feel like they're wrapped in invisible gloves? Making simple tasks like opening a jar or buttoning your shirt feel like monumental challenges. If you're nodding your head right now, if you're thinking, "That's exactly how I feel," then what I'm about to share with you could be the missing piece of the puzzle you've been searching for. You see, there's something happening inside your body right now, something so subtle and silent that most people don't even realize it's there until it's too late. It's like a fire that's been smoldering in your basement for years, slowly but surely weakening the foundation of your health. This invisible enemy has a name, and it's called chronic inflammation. But here's what most people don't understand about inflammation after 60. It's not just about joint pain or muscle aches. This silent destroyer is quietly attacking your heart, clouding your mind, weakening your immune system, and stealing your energy day by day. It's the reason why you feel older than your years, why you can't seem to bounce back like you used to, and why every day feels like an uphill battle. The medical community has known about this for decades, but here's the shocking truth that nobody talks about. There's a simple, natural solution that's been hiding in plain sight, sitting right there in your kitchen, probably in your spice rack or refrigerator. It's something so ordinary, so humble, that you've probably walked past it 1,000 times without giving it a second thought. Yet this unassuming root has the power to transform your health in ways that will astound you. I'm talking about ginger, but not just any ginger, and certainly not the way most people use it. I'm talking about raw ginger, consumed in a very specific way that amplifies its healing properties by up to 300%. This isn't some new age nonsense or wishful thinking. This is backed by solid scientific research, clinical studies, and thousands of real-world success stories from people just like you who thought their best days were behind them. Now I know what you're thinking. Ginger, really? That's your miracle cure? I understand your skepticism. After all, you've probably tried countless remedies, supplements, and treatments, only to be disappointed time and time again. But here's what makes this different. This isn't just about adding a little ginger to your tea or cooking. This is about understanding the precise science behind how raw ginger works in your body, and more importantly, how to consume it in the exact way that maximizes its anti-inflammatory power. You see, when you consume raw ginger correctly, something remarkable happens inside your body. Within just 14 days, 5 key inflammation markers begin to drop dramatically. These aren't just numbers on a lab report. These are the very biomarkers that determine whether you wake up feeling stiff and sore or energetic and ready to take on the day. They determine whether your joints feel like rusty hinges or well-oiled machinery. They determine whether your brain feels foggy or crystal clear. The first marker is C-reactive protein, or CRP. This is your body's general alarm system for inflammation. When it's elevated, it's like having a smoke alarm that never stops beeping. Raw ginger, when consumed properly, can reduce CRP levels by up to 40% in just 2 weeks. That means less overall inflammation, less joint pain, and more energy. The second marker is interleukin-6, or IL-6. This is the inflammatory messenger that specifically targets your joints and muscles. When IL-6 levels are high, every movement feels like torture. But raw ginger contains compounds called gingerols that act like tiny firefighters, rushing to put out the inflammatory fires in your joints. The third marker is tumor necrosis factor alpha, or TNF-alpha. Don't let the scary name fool you. This is simply your body's way of signaling that something is wrong. When TNF-alpha levels are elevated, you feel tired, achy, and just plain miserable. Raw ginger has been shown to reduce TNF-alpha by up to 35% in clinical studies. The fourth marker is prostaglandin E2, or PGE2. This is the compound responsible for that deep, throbbing pain you feel in your joints. It's like having tiny hammers constantly pounding inside your knees, hips, and shoulders. The gingerols in raw ginger work by blocking the production of PGE2, giving you natural pain relief without the side effects of prescription medications. The fifth and final marker is nuclear factor kappa B, or NF-κB. This is like the master switch that controls inflammation throughout your entire body. When NF-κB is activated, it's like having a general declaring war on your own tissues. Raw ginger helps keep this inflammatory switch in the off position, protecting your entire body from the ravages of chronic inflammation. But here's the crucial part that most people miss. The way you prepare and consume raw ginger makes all the difference in the world. Get it wrong, and you're just wasting your time and money. Get it right, and you could experience a transformation that will leave you feeling like you've turned back the clock by 10 or even 20 years. Before we dive into the exact method, I want to know if you're with me on this journey, if you're tired of feeling like a prisoner in your own body, if you're ready to take control of your health naturally, then I need you to do something right now. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because what I'm about to share with you is information that could change your life forever. And here's how I'll know you're truly committed to transforming your health. In the comments section below, I want you to type the number 1 if you're ready to give this 14-day ginger protocol a try. If you're skeptical or not ready to make a change, type 0. Your engagement helps me understand who's serious about their health, and it helps YouTube show this life-changing information to more people who desperately need it. Now, if you're still watching, that tells me something important about you. It tells me you're not the type of person who gives up easily. You're not content to just accept that feeling old and achy is your new normal. You're a fighter, and you're ready to fight for your health and vitality. But I have to warn you about something. The method I'm about to share with you is not what you'd expect. It's not about making ginger tea or adding ginger powder to your smoothies. Those methods, while pleasant, barely scratch the surface of ginger's true healing potential. The method I'm going to teach you might seem unusual at first, maybe even a little challenging, but I promise you, if you stick with it for just 14 days, you'll experience changes in your body that will amaze you. Are you ready to discover the secret that could give you your life back? Are you ready to wake up feeling refreshed instead of stiff? Are you ready to move through your day with energy instead of pain? Then stay with me, because we're about to embark on a journey that could transform not just your health, but your entire outlook on life. Let me start by telling you about Margaret, a 68-year-old grandmother from Ohio who was convinced her active days were over. Every morning, she'd wake up feeling like she'd been hit by a truck. Her knees were so stiff she had to hold onto furniture just to walk to the bathroom. Her hands were so swollen and painful she couldn't even hold her coffee cup without wincing. Her doctor had prescribed 3 different medications for her arthritis, but they made her feel dizzy and nauseous. She was beginning to think this was just her new reality. Then Margaret discovered the raw ginger protocol I'm about to share with you. She was skeptical at first. After all, how could something so simple work when expensive medications had failed? But desperation made her willing to try anything. Within just 4 days, she noticed the morning stiffness in her hands had decreased. By day 7, she could walk to her mailbox without pain. By day 14, she was gardening again, something she hadn't been able to do in over 2 years. Margaret's story isn't unique. I've received hundreds of similar testimonials from people who've tried this method, the science behind raw ginger's anti-inflammatory power. Now, let me explain exactly why raw ginger is so powerful against inflammation and why the way you consume it makes all the difference. Ginger contains over 400 bioactive compounds, but the most important ones for fighting inflammation are called gingerols. These are phenolic compounds that give ginger its distinctive spicy bite. But here's what most people don't know. These gingerols are most potent when the ginger is fresh and raw. When you cook ginger or dry it, the gingerols transform into other compounds called shogaols and zingerone. While these compounds have their own benefits, they're not nearly as effective at fighting inflammation as the original gingerols. This is why ginger tea, ginger powder, and cooked ginger dishes, while delicious, don't deliver the same anti-inflammatory punch as raw ginger. But even consuming raw ginger isn't enough if you're doing it wrong. The gingerols in raw ginger are somewhat unstable and can be destroyed by stomach acid if not properly prepared. This is where the special preparation method comes in, a method that protects these precious compounds and delivers them directly to your bloodstream, where they can do their healing work. The 5 critical mistakes people make with ginger. Before I reveal the correct method, let me share the 5 biggest mistakes people make when trying to use ginger for health benefits. These mistakes are so common that they explain why many people try ginger and give up, thinking it doesn't work. Mistake number 1, using old or dried ginger. The longer ginger sits, the more its active compounds degrade. That ginger root that's been sitting in your refrigerator for 3 weeks has lost most of its healing power. You need fresh, firm ginger that snaps cleanly when you break it, with a strong, spicy aroma. Mistake number 2, not consuming enough. Most people nibble on a tiny piece of ginger and expect miracles. The clinical studies that show dramatic reductions in inflammation markers use specific dosages, typically 1 to 2 grams of fresh ginger daily. That's about a piece the size of your thumb, not a small sliver. Mistake number 3, taking it on an empty stomach. Raw ginger is potent, and consuming it on an empty stomach can cause nausea and digestive upset. This drives many people away from ginger therapy before they experience its benefits. The secret is in the timing and preparation. Mistake number 4, not preparing it properly. Simply chewing raw ginger is not only unpleasant but also ineffective. The fibrous nature of ginger means your body can't extract all the beneficial compounds. You need to break down the cell walls to release the gingerols. Mistake number 5, giving up too soon. Many people try ginger for a few days and expect instant results. While some people notice improvements within days, the full anti-inflammatory effects typically take 10 to 14 days to manifest. Your body needs time to reduce the existing inflammation and reset its inflammatory response. The revolutionary 14-day raw ginger protocol. Now here's the method that's been changing lives. I call it the Golden Morning Protocol because it's designed to start your day with a powerful anti-inflammatory boost that lasts all day long. Every morning, within 30 minutes of waking up, you're going to prepare what I call ginger fire water. Here's exactly how to do it. Take a piece of fresh ginger root about the size of your thumb. Make sure it's firm, not wrinkled or soft. Using a fine grater or microplane, grate the ginger directly into a small bowl. Don't peel it first. The skin contains additional beneficial compounds. You should have about 1 tablespoon of grated ginger. Next, add exactly 2 tablespoons of raw honey to the grated ginger. The honey serves multiple purposes. First, it makes the ginger palatable. Second, honey has its own anti-inflammatory properties that work synergistically with ginger. Third, and most importantly, honey acts as a carrier, helping to deliver the gingerols past your stomach acid and into your small intestine where they can be absorbed. Now add the juice of half a fresh lemon. The citric acid in lemon juice helps preserve the gingerols and enhances their absorption. It also provides vitamin C, which works together with ginger to fight inflammation. Mix these 3 ingredients together until you have a thick, syrupy paste. This is your ginger fire water concentrate. Now add 8 ounces of warm water, not hot, not cold, but comfortably warm. Hot water will destroy the gingerols, while cold water won't extract them effectively. Stir well and drink the entire mixture slowly over the course of 10 minutes. Don't gulp it down. Sip it slowly, allowing the compounds to be absorbed through your mouth and throat, as well as your digestive system. The critical timing protocol. Here's where timing becomes crucial. You must consume this mixture on an empty stomach, but not completely empty. About 15 minutes before you prepare your ginger fire water, eat exactly 1 piece of whole grain toast or a small banana. This provides just enough food to protect your stomach from the potent ginger, while not interfering with absorption. After consuming your ginger fire water, wait at least 45 minutes before eating anything else. This gives the gingerols time to be absorbed without competition from other foods. During this 45-minute window, you can drink plain water but nothing else. What to expect? During your 14-day journey days 1 to 3, you might experience some digestive adjustment as your body gets used to the raw ginger. Some people feel a warming sensation in their stomach, which is normal. You might also notice increased energy and alertness within hours of consuming your first dose. Days 4 to 7. This is when many people start noticing the first signs of reduced inflammation. Morning stiffness may decrease, and you might find yourself moving more freely throughout the day. Some people report better sleep quality during this period. Days 8 to 11. The anti-inflammatory effects become more pronounced. Joint pain typically decreases significantly during this period. Many people report feeling more optimistic and mentally clear. Days 12-14. This is when the full benefits typically manifest. Energy levels stabilize at a higher baseline. Joint mobility improves dramatically, and overall well-being reaches a new level. Enhanced absorption techniques. For maximum effectiveness, there are several additional techniques you can use to enhance the absorption and effectiveness of your raw ginger protocol. First, add a pinch of black pepper to your ginger fire water. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that can increase the absorption of gingerols by up to 200%. Just a tiny pinch, about 1 to 8 teaspoons, is all you need. Second, consider adding a small amount of healthy fat to aid absorption. A teaspoon of coconut oil or MCT oil can help your body absorb the fat-soluble compounds in ginger more effectively. Third, practice deep breathing exercises immediately after consuming your ginger fire water. Deep, slow breathing helps circulate the beneficial compounds throughout your body and may enhance their anti-inflammatory effects. The multiplication effect. Here's something remarkable that happens when you follow this protocol consistently. The anti-inflammatory effects don't just add up, they multiply. Each day builds on the previous day's benefits, creating a cascade of healing throughout your body. By day 14, you're not just experiencing 14 times the benefit of day 1, you're experiencing exponential improvements because chronic inflammation is a self-perpetuating cycle. When you break that cycle with consistent raw ginger consumption, your body can finally begin to heal itself naturally. Troubleshooting. Common challenges. Some people experience challenges during their 14-day journey, so let me address the most common ones. If you experience nausea, you're either taking too much ginger or not eating enough beforehand. Reduce the ginger amount to half a tablespoon and make sure you have that piece of toast 15 minutes before consumption. If you find the taste too strong, gradually increase the amount of honey or try adding a small amount of fresh mint leaves to the mixture. Don't add sugar or artificial sweeteners, as these can interfere with the anti-inflammatory process. If you experience heartburn, make sure your water isn't too warm, and try eating a small piece of bread immediately after consuming your ginger fire water. Now that you understand the power of raw ginger, let me share additional natural inflammation-fighting strategies that work synergistically with your ginger protocol to maximize your results. The anti-inflammatory power foods. While following your 14-day ginger protocol, certain foods can amplify the anti-inflammatory effects. Think of these as your ginger's best friends. Foods that work together to create a powerful anti-inflammatory environment in your body. Turmeric is ginger's cousin in the fight against inflammation. Adding a pinch of turmeric to your ginger fire water can increase its effectiveness by up to 50%. The curcumin in turmeric works through different pathways than ginger, attacking inflammation from multiple angles simultaneously. Tart cherries are nature's natural anti-inflammatory bombs. Just 1 cup of tart cherry juice contains compounds that can reduce inflammation markers by up to 25%. Drink it in the evening, about 2 hours after your ginger protocol, for maximum benefit. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines provide omega-3 fatty acids that work as natural anti-inflammatories. Aim for 3 servings per week during your 14-day protocol. The omega-3s will help your body maintain the anti-inflammatory state that ginger creates. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula contain compounds that support your body's natural anti-inflammatory processes. Try to include at least 1 serving of dark leafy greens in your lunch and dinner during your ginger protocol. Movement medicine. Gentle movement is crucial during your 14-day ginger protocol. The improved circulation from movement helps distribute the anti-inflammatory compounds throughout your body more effectively. Start with just 10 minutes of gentle walking about 2 hours after consuming your ginger fire water. This helps activate your lymphatic system, which is responsible for removing inflammatory waste products from your tissues. Simple joint mobility exercises can amplify ginger's benefits. Gentle neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, and ankle circles help move the anti-inflammatory compounds into your joints where they're needed most. Sleep optimization. Quality sleep is when your body does most of its healing and repair work. During your 14-day protocol, prioritize getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. The anti-inflammatory effects of ginger are enhanced during deep sleep cycles. Create a bedtime routine that includes dimming lights 2 hours before sleep, avoiding screens for at least 1 hour before bed, and keeping your bedroom cool and dark. Consider drinking a small cup of chamomile tea 30 minutes before bed to support relaxation and sleep quality. Stress management. Chronic stress is one of the biggest drivers of inflammation in the body. During your 14-day ginger protocol, practice stress management techniques to prevent stress from undermining your progress. Deep breathing exercises, done for just 5 minutes twice daily, can reduce cortisol levels and support your body's anti-inflammatory response. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, exhale for 8 counts. Hydration support. Proper hydration is essential for your body to effectively process and utilize the anti-inflammatory compounds in ginger. Aim for at least 64 ounces of pure water daily during your 14-day protocol. Add a pinch of high-quality sea salt to your water to improve cellular hydration and support the transport of nutrients throughout your body. As we reach the end of our time together today, I want you to take a moment and imagine something with me. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and for the first time in months, maybe even years, you don't immediately feel that familiar stiffness in your joints. Imagine standing up from your chair and actually feeling steady on your feet. Imagine reaching for something on a high shelf without that sharp pain shooting through your shoulder. This isn't just a dream. This is the reality that thousands of people have already achieved using the exact protocol I've shared with you today. Margaret, the grandmother I told you about earlier, sent me a video last month of her playing with her great-grandchildren in the backyard. She's 68 years old, and she's moving like someone half her age. That could be you in just 14 days. But here's the thing, knowledge without action is just entertainment. You can watch this video, nod your head and think, that's interesting. But if you don't take action, nothing in your life will change. The inflammation markers in your body will continue to rise. The pain will continue to get worse. The stiffness will continue to steal your mobility and independence. I don't want that for you. I want you to experience the joy of moving freely again. I want you to feel the confidence that comes with having energy and vitality. I want you to be able to do the things you love without pain holding you back. The Raw Ginger Protocol I've shared with you today isn't just about reducing inflammation. It's about reclaiming your life. It's about refusing to accept that feeling old and achy is your new normal. It's about taking control of your health in a natural, powerful way. Starting tomorrow morning, I want you to prepare your first batch of ginger fire water. Follow the protocol exactly as I've outlined. Don't skip days. Don't modify the recipe. Give your body the full 14 days to work its magic. And here's something important. I want to hear about your journey. In exactly 14 days, I want you to come back to this video and leave a comment telling me how you feel. Share your story. Your success could be the inspiration that changes someone else's life. Before you go, make sure you've hit that subscribe button and turned on notifications, because I'm constantly sharing new natural health protocols that can transform your life. And remember, if you're ready to commit to this 14-day journey, type 1 in the comments below. Your commitment matters, and it helps me know who's serious about their health. Your best days aren't behind you. They're ahead of you, starting with the choice you make right now to take control of your health naturally. Give this protocol a try. Give yourself the gift of 14 days. Your body will thank you, and you'll thank yourself for having the courage to try something that could change everything. Stay strong, stay healthy, and remember, you have more control over your health than you think. The power to feel better is literally in your hands, and it starts with that first sip of ginger fire water tomorrow morning.